Hello everyone, my name is Khalil John. I'll bring you a tutorial in Blender 2.64. For this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to model. Now we can simply do this by holding Shift A and incorporate the shape we want to manipulate. I assume you already watched the animation, I'm assuming you have already watched the navigation tutorial to explain how to navigate within Blender. Now we're going to switch to Edit Mode. Edit Mode can be toggled by pressing Tab, or by going to Mode, Object Mode, and go to Modes, clicking it, and clicking Edit Mode. In Edit Mode, you're provided with some simple tools. Tools like vertices, edges, and faces. These are some of the things you'll be extracting. You'll extract these points to create objects. To create more solid, rough objects, you'll use a face and extrude it by pressing E. You can do the same for faces. By selecting an edge, you can hit E, and you can start to extrude it to build what you wish to build. For vertices as well, you can select the vertices, you can grab the vertices, you can select multiple vertices by pressing Shift A, scale them together, you can grab them, you can rotate them. For this, let's create something very simple for, say, a wine glass. By doing this, we can Shift A, circle, we have a circle. Now we're going to start constructing this wine glass. We're going to press 1 to go to front view in perspective mode, hit Tab to go into edit mode. We're going to hit A to select all the vertices, and we're going to hit E to extrude. We're going to press Z, and we're going to extrude down. Now we see we have this in perspective mode, so it will look kind of bulky in HD. We don't want this. We want it to be mathematically correct like a 2D object. So we're going to hit 5 to go to orthopedic. We're going to hit Z to go into wireframe mode. Now we're going to scale the vertices below by pressing S, bring it down. We're going to extrude, Z, bring it down, S, scale. And by doing this, we're going to start to follow through and start to construct the basic layout of the cup or the glass. So the wine glass, per se. And kind of speed this up because time. And there you go. We're going to extrude, extrude, extrude. Okie dokie. And now we see the basic shape of the wine glass already starting to form. Now we're going to extrude on the Z-axis, scale it down a little bit. Now we're going to extrude all the way down here. We're going to extrude, and we're going to, do not move it, we're going to left click. Now we're going to scale our extrusion to make the base. Now we're going to look down, press Z to go to top view, press 7 to go to top view, We're going to scale it to kind of fit the base of a wine glass. Now, we're going to press A to deselect whatever selected. We're going to hold Alt and select the vertices below here. Alt is ring select. It will select the vertices within a chain. So if there's a perfect circle, it'll follow that line and select everything around it. You can do the same thing in edge mode and in face mode. So in vertice mode, we're going to hit Alt A. To select multiple things, you can do Alt Shift A and we'll select both the base and that. But for now, we're going to hit Alt Shift and right mouse click to select our cube. We're going to grab on the Z axis to make the base kind of rounded. We're going to hold Shift, Alt, Shift, A, extrude, click the left mouse button, scale it to make the base. We are going to press the decimal to zoom, decimal, the number pad, decimal, period, or decimal, to zoom into our circle that we made. We can hit 5 to go to perspective mode so you can see it much more easier. If you don't want to do this, you can hit 5 again to go back to orthopedic so you can really get up and close and personal with it without going through the actual object. We're going to hit Alt M to merge. We want to merge to collapse. So it's going to merge it and seal off the base of the wine glass we've constructed. Now you can feel free, you can hit edit mode, and we're going to hit Control R. This is called loop cuts. And with loop cuts, you're able to edit the geometry in much more specific way by increasing its vertice count. The more vertices you use, the more detail you can get from the model. The less vertices, less detail, but faster rendering time. So it's a win-lose situation. So now we're going to put the cruiser at the edge of the piece of geometry to tell the lines to appear horizontal. We want to go vertical, we're going to put it pointing up, like at the edge here. That's why it's vertical. So depending on where you point it, it will appear loop cut. If I don't point anywhere, loop cuts won't appear. So we're going to put it here. We're going to use the middle mouse button to increase its count. And we're going to press the left mouse button to finalize its selection. Now we're going to ring select by holding Alt-A, Alt, right click. And we're going to scale it. And you can just play around, make your own groovy design. And make my own little wine glass design. You don't have to do this. So you want to select multiple ones. Go Alt, Shift, right click, Alt, Shift, undo, Shift. Ooh, sorry. Okay, let's do Alt, Shift, right click, and then Alt, Shift, right click, scale it. Ooh. Scale, Shift, X, Shift, Z. Shift, scale, X, Shift, Z. We're excluding the Z axis, so it's going to scale on the Y and X axis. Shift, I'm sorry, again, scale, X, Shift, Z. Okay, there you go. Now we have a design going. Now we're going to smooth this wine glass out by hitting Tab, and we're going to go to press T, our toolkit, and we're going to press smooth. Select it, getting out of edit mode, and we're going to press smooth. And we notice that there's a bunch of rivets and stuff like that. We don't want that. So we're going to hit Tab, back edit mode, make sure everything is selected. We're going to scroll up and we're going to click Recalculate Normals. Okay, now we're going to have a better, much more smoother piece of geometry. Now we're going to go to Modifiers. We're going to go Add Modifier, Subsurface Modifier. We're going to add 2 views. And then we're going to get out of edit mode. And then we're going to apply it. Now we're going to go add a modifier, solidify modifier, and then we're going to just play with the thickness, make it a little thicker. In the later tutorials, we'll be playing around with more modifiers to help you understand how everything kind of works. Yeah, it's way too thick. Okay. So now we have this going. Now we have a nice little wine glass going. Now we're gonna go into edit mode, grab Z and bring it up. So now we're kind of playing around with this pivot. Okay. So now we're going to go to material, select the material we want. We're gonna make this like glass. So we're gonna add material here. Mirror, check the mirror. We're gonna check the transparency. We're gonna click retrace. We're gonna take the alpha. We're gonna put it down to 0. We're gonna click the IOR and put it to 1.2. And we're done. Now all we need to do is add a camera. Shift A, add camera. Bring the camera back. Check the camera to the circle or the wine glass. I'm gonna select the camera. Track to circle. Up X. 2X. Y. Press circle. Grab the camera. Grab Y. Zoom out. And let's get rid of that. So grab Y. Zoom out. And now we're going to go to world space, and we're going to click environmental lighting, render, and you have yourself a rendered model. So you learned how to model. Hope this tutorial helps. Email me if you have any questions. Thank you.